Ladies and gentlemen, you know what the problem is with America? They always want to be fence riders in everything. First you have legalized marijuana in a variety of different states in the country, and at the same time, you want to still criminalize marijuana. You legalize it and then still criminalize it. This is why people are saying they want the system gone. And I don't blame anybody that is saying these things. And I'm hearing it from more and more people each and every day. They want this whole system scrapped. They want it gone. It doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't be at this point, if you got legalized marijuana in the country, you shouldn't be hassling anybody for possession charges. Now it just looks like you're just trying to shake the citizens up for money. You're just trying to keep your courts and your cops busy. None of this is really necessary, and it's ridiculous. And it looks so stupid. I've had a lot of people, even overseas, ask me, how come y'all got legalized marijuana and your cops are still running around grabbing people up for marijuana? Because this is how this stupid system run. It's ran by idiots. So, ladies and gentlemen, this came out in NPR August 16th, 2019. Maryland courts rule marijuana odor not enough to search a person. A lot of these searches that they do out here are not even legal. But let's move on, y'all. It turns out that in Maryland, reeking of marijuana is not sufficient probable cause for police to arrest and search a person. In a unanimous ruling earlier this week, the state's courts of appeal determined two police officers violated a man's Fourth Amendment rights by conducting an unreasonable warrantless search of his person after police found him in a car that smelled like pot. So what? So what? Either you're going to criminalize it for everybody or you're going to legalize it. Stop trying to ride the fence. Your cops are doing this, your courts are doing this, and ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, this is all about money. They don't want to let go of the money that they are making off of these marijuana arrests. They don't want to let the money go. That's what it's really adding up to. In the post-decriminalization era, the mere odor of marijuana coupled with possession of what is clearly less than 10 grams of marijuana, absent other circumstances, does not grant officers probable cause to effectuate an arrest and conduct a search, court documents state. And it shouldn't. They should be leaving people alone over pot altogether. This don't make any sense. In 2014, Maryland decriminalized possession up to 10 grams of marijuana, and the possession of less than that amount is now considered a civil offense that carries a $100 fine. You shouldn't be getting anything. I don't even think you should be fining anybody $100. See, like I said, the system don't want to let go of all the money from criminalizing marijuana. The decision stems from a case involving officers from the Montgomery County Police Department, identified as Groger and Heffley in court documents, who came across Michael Paccio sitting in a Chevrolet Trailblazer in an otherwise empty parking lot one night. As they got closer to the car, officers say they detected the smell of fresh, burnt marijuana. They also noticed a joint sitting in the center console. That's when they asked Paccio to step out of the car and they searched him. You shouldn't have been searching him. They should not have been bothering this man. See, these cops don't really have much to do. They really don't. They don't have a lot to do out here. It's not that much crime going on, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they got to keep picking on people over marijuana, because there's not really that much crime going on. They found cocaine in his left front pocket. Then they moved on to the car where they found a marijuana stem and 2 packets of rolling papers. This is what they're doing instead of going out here and getting the more hardened criminals, y'all. This is why so many people are in jail for petty marijuana charges that really shouldn't be there at all. I mean, you got states with legalized marijuana and they're still jailing people for marijuana. Does that make any sense? Y'all need to just let the marijuana thing go. They don't want to let go of the money that these states are making from these arrests. That's really what this is all about. Again, this is why people want your system gone. They're sick of your system. They want it gone. It's stupid. It's ran by idiots. Pacio was ultimately arrested and cited with a ticket for possession of less than 10 grams of marijuana and charged with possession of cocaine with intent to distribute. How do you know what he was going to do with the cocaine? That's another thing. How do you know? Oh, they were going to distribute this cocaine. How do you know? How do you know what he was going to do with that cocaine? These people are silly. According to the court's decision, had the officer merely asked him to step out of the car and search the vehicle, they would have been perfectly within the limits of the law. But searching Pacio himself, based on the discovery of such a small amount of pot in the car, was going too far, making the discovery of the narcotic unusable in court. Yeah, I don't even care that they found the cocaine, because in my opinion, go do some real police work. Okay? Do some real damn police work up in here. That's the problem with these cops. They want to just bother people on a bunch of petty shit. And this is why well over 60% of the people sitting in jail are sitting in there for this remedial shit. And it don't make any sense. Somebody with a brain needs to step in and put a stop to this stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, this country is ran on greed. It is ran on them finding some kind of way to get people like me and you to stuff their pockets and treat us bad at the same time. These sort of arrests should not be happening in America. As I stated before, either it's going to be legal in this country to have marijuana or it's not. America wants to play both sides. They want to legalize it, and in another instance, they want to keep it criminalized. This is why so many people do not support this system, do not like the system, and don't support the system. And you don't give anybody a reason to like it or support it. Wow. Let me just go ahead and end this because I can say far worse things right now. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.